Do you need help playing Veeronica on mobile? Well then, this guide might just help you. You can skip to any part of the guide with the timestamps, and let's get started. This part will be focused on covering the basics on each ability very quickly. Veeronica's passive is Metal Frame. It gives you a battery on your screen. Veeronica cannot be healed from any external sources and can only be healed through the Activate Battery ability. Veeronica's first ability is Vandalism. You can create a piece of graffiti by holding down the spray button. It takes 5 seconds to do that. You can have up to 3 pieces of graffiti at once. You can erase the graffiti by holding the erase button. Graffiti can be destroyed by the killer, and if that happens, Vandalism goes on cooldown for 10 seconds. Veeronica's second ability is Skate. You can only use Skate when standing inside a graffiti zone. Upon using this ability, the graffiti that was used becomes briefly highlighted for the killer. Crashing into a wall or the killer deals 5 damage, and applies Slowness 4 for 2.5 seconds. The second part to this ability is Trick. When approaching a collidable surface, V will start to glow pink and perform a trick by pressing the sprint button. And you rebound off of it, yeah, this is how it works. It restores 4 stamina and provides a slight speed boost. Doing 3 tricks in a row charges the battery by 5%, and attempting a trick on absolutely nothing puts the trick on cooldown. Generally, my tip for this is to press the sprint button early as soon as Veeronica glows pink because of, reaction time and lag issues. For Veeronica's third ability, which is Broadcast, you can switch between 3 different channels which affect movement and interactions. The first channel, Phase, allows you to gain resistance 2 for 3 seconds and speed 2 for 1.5 seconds upon colliding with a killer. It also allows you to phase through the killer and charges V's battery by 15%. The second channel is Bumper. Upon crashing into a killer, it will knock the killer back, charge the battery by 15%, and will not deal self-damage. Skate ends immediately when crashing into the killer, and if the killer has been hit by Bumper in the last 20 seconds, knockback will not happen. The third channel is Mobile. It basically makes it easier to turn after using Trick. Lastly, Veeronica's fourth ability, Activate Battery. It has a cooldown of 75 seconds, and healing will stop if Veeronica takes damage. Healing occurs at 1 HP per second, and 1 HP equals to 2% of battery. Now, let's move on to some advanced skating. I would recommend you not to use shift lock when skating and instead just use your joystick to control where you go. I find it much easier than shift lock. To me, I find shift lock harder because you need to 1. Turn the screen, 2. Press the sprint button, and 3. Press skate when you're gonna finish skating or you're gonna crash into a wall. You still have to turn your screen a little bit sometimes when using the joystick, but I think I find it easier than shift lock. Also, you can see the cooldown for your trick ability on the skate button, you can see it there, yeah. Here's a little clip where I don't crash. Yeah, this is just for you to see, maybe you can practice like that. Another tip is to dismount before you reach 0 stamina. Works the same way how you never want to reach 0 stamina. Going on, you should always use Phase or Bumper Broadcast mode, because Phase will be good for escaping the killer. Like let's say you just go back and go through them, give a bit of speed. It's quite good, provided you don't get hit. And Bumper to hit the killer back. It's good for stairs, like how gas works, right? Gas charge ability, similar to that. Veeronica can also be a bit of a support where you can help your teammates with a Bumper mode by hitting the killer away a bit. I'm gonna keep this part short because I already said quite a bit in the second part. So you would want to hide your graffiti. Don't leave it out in the open like that. You can just hide it anywhere where it's not so obvious to the killer. To get better at skating with Veeronica, all you need is practice. I think the best way to me is to practice in a private server first, then go to a public server to test it out. There are also those crazy wall hops you can do. Yeah, I think they're quite good, but it's quite difficult to do. I don't even know how to do it. So if you actually do want that, do let me know, cause I'll learn it myself and share it with y'all. Anyway, that's the guide, and see you, I guess.